How'd you feel about Deadpool and Wolverine?
Okay, so let me say this first. All right, let's get in the time machine for a second. Let's start there.
All right, go.
Let's start with 2016. Again, February of 2016. D. Smith, what were you doing in 2016? Do you remember what you were doing in 2016? In February of 2016.
Working,
Right,
just working.
right. Okay.
Um,
So
yeah, yeah.
so just to give you some context here, I'm active duty Air Force.
Mhm.
I'm in North Dakota, fucking cold and miserable, and I'm walking through the mall. The mall in the town where I was stationed at is about a quarter of the size of a regular mall, right? The movie theater inside this mall took up the most real estate, right? My wife and I are walking through the mall and she sees the poster for Deadpool, the stand-up poster, right? And she looks at it and says, "Wow, I didn't know there was another Spider-Man movie coming out." Right? And me, being the that those were the that's what she was saying. That looks like Spider-Man, right? I'm not even joking, right?
Uh,
And and me kind of having some insider knowledge, right? Being a mark for this bullshit. I'm like, nah, that's Deadpool. And Deadpool looks like that because the creator of the character wanted to draw Spider-Man, but Marvel didn't let him. So he made him look like that. Oh, come out in February, let's go see it, right?
mhm.
All right, so Valentine's Day weekend 2016, you know, we get around to seeing it. And I felt like the first Deadpool movie was a legitimately great movie. It wasn't just a rated R superhero movie with blood and F words and all of that, but like the first movie was legitimately great in my opinion. Like the first Deadpool movie has a seat at the table to me with some of the top tier superhero movies, in my opinion, just because of the way that they did everything. It was very low budget, it was character driven, but it puts you in that world of that character that just so happened to be in a world that we already knew about. It was like the other side of X-Men, right? So that movie on its own was an accomplishment to me. Time machine. We're still in a time machine. So we see that 2018 rolls around. Superhero movies are a little bit bigger. Deadpool 2 comes out the same year that Infinity War came out. The same year that Black Panther came out, right? And it was different enough to where I enjoyed it, and I thought Deadpool 2 was also a very great movie and expanded upon what we got to do with that character. Ryan Reynolds put a lot of work into making those movies feel special, right? So now we're here in 2024, and we all knew that Deadpool was going to get to cross the street. There was never any doubt in it. Oh, here we go. What up, Charles?
Yo, what's up, man?
Mic check, check, check. Oh, there we go. Brother
Oh,
Charles. Brother Charles.
What's up, y'all?
what's
We,
good?
all right, we made pro. Oh man, right on time.
Hey,
My Gene,
and
my
Monty.
Gene, my Gene. What's going on, cuz? You hear me? Mic check, check. Where you at? Where you at, cuz? You muted. You gotta hit me. You gotta unmute.
Oh, I couldn't join the chat through that. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, we
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
We
we can
good.
hear you.
I
We
was trying to
good.
throw y'all through the. I was trying to join y'all through the Discord. Hold on one second. Let me see. Y'all go
Yeah,
ahead, y'all.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Cause we getting right to it. But
mm-hmm.
while he doing that, I'm finishing what I'm saying here, right? Like I know that Ryan Reynolds put a lot of work into making Deadpool upstairs media.
Oh
With
boy.
the first movie and with the second movie, there was a lot of work put in, all the way from leaking out test footage and all of that stuff there. There was never any secret that Deadpool was gonna get to cross the street and get into the MCU. And now that y'all brothers are here, was there ever any doubt in your mind that he was going to be a first round draft pick in the MCU?
I just thought about the race draft again. I just see Kevin Feige on stage saying, "We draft Deadpool. We Marvel Studios choose Deadpool."
Right. That's a legitimate question, though. Was there ever any doubt in your minds about that?
Nah. You know, no. For one hot second. Because at the time I thought Kevin Feige was just, I do my stuff on only my stuff. But then he went over to and did Spider-Man with Sony. So yeah. That was the only doubt. Other than that, no.
So Majin, where you at, dog? You hear me? We good?
Yeah, I hear you.
Cool. All right. So what I'm gonna say about this is that, man, how do I put that here? I feel like, hold on. We got some background. All right, there we go. I feel like with Deadpool 3, I was looking forward to it, but I was also not looking forward to it.
Why was that, bro?
My reason for not looking forward to it. Oh man, hey, cuz you got some background, man. My reason for not looking forward to it was that there was a part of me that knew or felt that because of the fact that this was an event now, and there's only so much you can do with that character. If this was going to end up being a movie that was about nothing, a movie about nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to see it, and it's a movie about nothing.
I would agree. Cameos galore, the movie. An occasional really good joke. The movie.
I mean, cuz, what you think about that?
So we all know that, like, essentially Deadpool is a character that just he's broken. He doesn't make sense in any sense. Like in the comics, you know what I mean? He's always been that character that is just kind of there. He had his own franchise with what's supposed to be. You know what I mean? So like, we all knew that the movie wasn't going to be about anything. You know what I mean? It's just going to be funny. It's going to be a way for them to clean up the timeline. You know, we always kind of figured that would happen. We didn't think it would happen like this hard, but we just knew Deadpool wasn't really going to be somebody that's like, okay, he's going to be a part of the Marvel universe. But now, because of this movie, you know what I mean? Now it's canon.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, Charles, let's talk about it, man.
I'd pop out like in 20 minutes. I come back. It's bad.
I got you.
But okay. So Deadpool. I mean, like Matt just, I wasn't sure because they let Daredevil sit and they let, you know what I'm saying? I thought.
Oh yeah, that too.
They let him sit, so I wasn't sure. Man, I mean, have you guys talked about how you felt about the movie?
So, all right. So like I came away from it disappointed.
Same.
Because I know that the first two movies were good movies with good stories. This had nothing on it. There was nothing there, bro. There was nothing there. Like, there's nothing there. And I know that they could have done, there we go. I know that they could have done more with what they had.
But
and what I want to know is why. Like, why is it important? Why was any of this shit important? Because you can't watch Deadpool and Wolverine now and then go back and watch Days of Future Past.
no.
You can't watch. My bad. Go ahead, brother. Let me chill.
Just like, and man, you know, I don't know how y'all feel about Ryan Reynolds. That Van Wilder comedy, I can.
Yeah.
And I can.
Wait. What'd you say? You're cutting in and out.
Yeah, that Van Wilder. Am I cutting in and out? Let me know.
Yeah. I want to hear what you have to say, like fully.
Yeah, I was saying that the kind of comedy that I can only do so much of it, man. 2 hours of that is a lot for me. That shit is. Yeah. I don't know. You cutting out now? Or is that me?
No. I was just saying. Thank you. I was just, facial cues because we could talk differently now. Yeah. It was whack, man. It was whack. Like that whole opening with him doing the. I was rolling my eyes the entire time. I'm stopping there. I just thought I'd mention that part and why.
It's not like it's not funny at all. It's just like comedies. You can't. It's just a lot. It's like you beat a dead horse a bit. Like it was a lot, bro. Like, and I felt bad. I'll put so much. I can tell you put so much into this, but I'm like, man, shut up. Like, shut up.
Right. So that goes back to Charles. That goes back to what I was saying. Like, okay, in the first movie, when he's sitting over the freeway overpass, listening to Gwen Stefani by himself, just bopping, talking to the camera like, yo, I'm about to fuck these dudes up. Like, there's a novelty to that because it's like, yes, we made it here. We weren't supposed to be here, so I enjoy what I'm looking at here, right? With Deadpool 2, where they kind of parodied the 007 intro, it was like, okay, they've kind of elevated and got a little bit of budget behind it. But when you see the opening credits of Deadpool 3, it's like, why does this got to be 5 minutes?
It's so long. It was so long. I'm like, is this long or am I like tripping? Like, it was so long. I get it. You're the guy. You're fun. I get, like, we know.
I'm about to say, isn't this the third movie?
To be honest, if we do continue to see him, I don't want to see any more solo films from him.
Agreed.
Come in
team.
10, 15 minutes, surprise, and go. Like,
okay. So let's get into the plot, if there is a plot. All right, Majin, I'm gonna ask you a question here, right? So we get past the credits. When it gets revealed that the TVA and all of that stuff is going on, and Deadpool's not with his chick anymore, even though he went through all of that trouble to bring her back from the dead after the second movie. At what point in Deadpool 3 did you feel like it turned into a movie?
It didn't. It didn't. It literally felt like kind of like a Van Wilder movie. Like this is all parody. This is all something that you're gonna watch. You know what it really felt like? I felt like I was watching South Park with comic heroes. If that makes sense. Like 100% to keep it like
it does.
Like it was toilet humor. You know what I'm saying? It's not to say it wasn't funny. Not to say it wasn't.
Yeah.
But
there was some funny parts.
It was toilet humor. You know what I mean? It's like we knew the joke. Like I knew majority of the jokes he was gonna say. Like, all right, okay. Now there were some surprising, things, of course. And you're like, but if you pay attention, you're like, I know what he's gonna say. You know what I mean? It's the Merc with the mouth, but like he really did make it feel like he just had a mouth. Like it was just a comedy stand-up the whole time.
Okay, so let's get to the nostalgia here for a second, right? And I got a whole tangent I want to go off on about that. When it comes to 20th Century Fox and the legacy that they've had with their superhero movies, right? Elektra, Daredevil, the X-Men franchise. I want to say they had Ghost Rider when Nicolas Cage still had a little bit on the ball. There is a legacy there with 20th Century Fox. We're not going to deny that. I remember going to see X-Men in theaters as a kid, right? I remember that. I remember having X-Men on VHS. I'm a mark for the X-Men, right? But Deadpool crossing over into the MCU was supposed to be that. What nostalgic purposes were there to pay tribute to the why do we need to see Chris Evans as Johnny Storm? Why do we need to do that? Why was that necessary to the plot of the film?
Hey, you remember this guy?
Yeah, I remember him when he was Captain America.
Yeah. So
yeah,
we brought
we
him
made
back.
a joke about that.
Yep, we made a joke about that, and the character that sucked the most, we got rid of it. It was a cameo. You feel me? I mean, obviously, with the announcements that came out after the movie, right? We know where it's going. You know what I mean? So there was that. There was their way of, adding their continuity while also scrapping some things that were, you know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
the other appearances that was there, you know what I'm saying? There's only going to be one. Now he's scrapped. So, like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Mhm.
So this is what I want to get an understanding of here, because Spider-Man No Way Home did everything that Deadpool and Wolverine did, right?
Right.
But it did it with an actual fucking plot. All the nostalgia,
Yeah.
Like, listen, whether you agree or don't disagree, Spider-Man No Way Home.
I'll say it's a better plot than Deadpool.
Spider-Man No Way Home. Spider-Man. I mean to interrupt you, brother. My bad.
No. Go. That's it. Go.
Spider-Man No Way Home had the Daredevil cameo. It had all of the villains, and it had all of the Spider-Man. But the movie made sense. It was a plot that you could get invested in. And yes, it was nostalgia, but there was a coherent story and explanation for everything that you saw in the movie, right? It wasn't just, here's this cameo, so let's get to the next cameo. And then let's get to the next cameo. And let's just get to the part where we have the fight scene, make a reference, fight scene reference, and then the movie just ends. No, we did that 3 years ago with a movie that was better than this. The only difference is people confuse edginess and raunchiness and elevated content with elevated storytelling. I'm gonna stand on this hill right here, cause this is my hill right here. This movie would have been better if it just sorely focused on Deadpool, Wolverine, and characters from the MCU. If there were no cameos from anybody related to the Fox continuity of Marvel movies, it would have been better, because they could have done this without the MCU being involved. They could have did everything that they did in this movie with zero MCU involvement, with no mention of the TVA. None of that. Everything they did in this movie could have been a standalone film with 20th Century Fox. What connection does this movie have to the MCU other than Happy at the beginning of the movie and the mention of the TVA?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
No, yeah, this is them in their whole separate universe. So, like, this is not Fox. This is an in-between Fox and Marvel, but Fox is not here anymore. Well, an in-between Sony and Marvel. Feel like that.
Ooh.
But it just, again, my question behind this is, what was the point? Yes, we know Wesley Snipes didn't like Ryan Reynolds. We know that.
The point essentially was to wipe out. Okay, it's new management. It's new management over at movie. Right, Stan Lee is gone. New management. All right, Spider-Man is about to go to his new position. We're about to get Hobgoblin. Right, we're about to get this and fucking Iron Man. We have an Iron Man variant. Right. So, in Doctor Strange's and Spider-Man's, their duo, it worked because we were ingrained in the story. There was things to be fixed. There was things that had to go back and be like, okay, y'all fixed these plot holes. You explained it. You put them in there. Okay, Deadpool he's not there. You know what I'm saying? He's that one that wanted to be in the MCU universe, and this is as close as we can get you because you're gonna be broken. Now, granted, if y'all seen the movie or whatever the fuck, yeah, they got little snippets to where it, maybe he does show up. Maybe he does become an Avenger.
Sure,
But-
he's gonna be there.
But even then, Deadpool is a broken character. He's a character that you really can't kill. So there's really no avenue. Just like the fucking the villain he went up against. She's pretty OP. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's
Right.
not really any avenue to where these characters can actually be entertaining with a story, because if you know the
That's
backstory of Deadpool, you know he's dating death and you know shit like that. So
That's a good point. I
it's like
respect
Goku.
that.
It's like having Goku. Like if you get rid of Goku, what are you gonna do? Nothing.
Okay. So the next thing I kind of want to get into here then is as I'm watching. All right, we got Charles back in the building. All right. You know what, Charles? The floor is yours. You stepped out. Go ahead, get your shit off, bro.
About Deadpool?
Get your shit off, dog.
What's the general consensus?
The general consensus is that this is a movie with no plot, and that this is a movie that it's an accomplishment that they made it this far. But I know that there's more that they could have done with this. There was no point. This movie had nothing to do with the MCU. They could have done this movie before Disney bought Fox, and it would have hit the same.
I agree.
But get your shit off, Charles.
No, I agree with you. It felt it just felt super control, like that thing that everyone's afraid of the cameo blender. They're just gonna throw cameos into movies now. This is the first that it doesn't feel like it's important to the plot. They just really threw shit together. I love
Here's something for later. Something for later. I'm desperate right now, but let me give you something for later.
Straight up. I love the Chris Evans reveal. I thought that was funny. He's gonna say it, and he's like, "Flame on!" He's like, "What the fuck?" That was funny. That's it. That's funny, but like that it's spent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was it. Like, I don't need him to be there any longer. Like, I didn't need the follow-up jokes and all that. So yeah, man. I was surprised, and it was a lot. Is this the longest Deadpool film?
Yes.
Yeah, it was. Ryan Reynolds really was weighing on me, bro. Like there was no surprises really. Like, I wasn't surprised. Like, after I saw Elektra, I'm like, oh shit, who else they got? Blade. They can't. Like, Channing Tatum isn't Channing Tatum from 10 years ago. He looks like it's weird. It's weird. The whole thing was like that should have been exciting. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So let me say this. Right? The difference. Somebody got some fucking dog in this hotel. And this is another difference between No Way Home and Deadpool and Wolverine. With No Way Home was nostalgia, but it was nostalgia for people who were in the movie theaters 20 years ago, right? Deadpool and Wolverine was a movie for people who have been on the internet for 20 years. Yeah. Because nobody, like, I'm gonna keep it all the way real with you, dog. I really could have done without the Gambit cameo. Because I know that Gambit was a canceled movie. And it's like, just because that movie was canceled and never happened, it doesn't make it necessary for us to see who he would have been. Like, I don't care about that. No. If I want to see Gambit, I'll watch X-Men 97, dog. Like, why do I need Gambit making jokes about semen? Why do I need that? Why do I need that in my life, bro? When I just had Peacemaker making jokes about starfishes. Like, why do I need this, bro? Like, go ahead, cuz.
That one, we didn't need it. But that one was purely for fucking Ryan Reynolds. That was that was purely it.
It feels like it's for Ryan. The film was for Ryan Reynolds.
That's it. Yeah. He said, so I got a budget? Yeah? All right, so check it out. I'm gonna bring him. I'm gonna bring them. I'm gonna bring them. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring Gambit. Channing Tatum, you trying to act? And he's like, yeah. He's like, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show y'all what y'all didn't get, what Fox missed, you know, quote unquote. But y'all missed that whole ticket, you know what I'm saying? Because
What did I miss?
that's what did Gambit, what was he gonna bring in? And with that accent, bro, it doesn't, he didn't
Well,
work.
obviously, they played it up.
That shit was horrid.
And I mean, it was bad on purpose.
What?
It was bad on purpose.
We're
It was
doing
bad
that.
on purpose.
It was bad.
It was bad on purpose.
Yeah, it was bad on purpose.
It was funny bad. I didn't
No, it
understand.
wasn't.
I took it seriously and thought it was somewhat cool.
No, it was
No,
bad
you
on
can-
purpose.
You can definitely tell that like Channing Tatum was like having fun with this. Like, oh, I get to be a superhero that I was supposed to be, but it got canceled. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
exactly because he can't do a superhero. I mean, the one fucking appearance that we did get, right, of one of the Wolverines, we were like, holy shit. And that shit worked. That worked for that split second. You know what I'm saying? However much fucking he spent on the budget. But that worked versus this one. You know, I would have liked to see that variant.
Oh, are we
of-
going?
of-
Because you didn't
Huh?
say. Are we like not
Nah.
trying to?
I mean, I'm not saying no names yet. We ain't
I
spoiled
mean,
nothing yet. but nah.
like, bro, if you
I
want to
thought we
spoil,
already did. I thought we were just
Yeah.
doing it.
Well, I mean, yeah, we go for it. But yeah, man, when we seen Henry, you feel me? Like, okay, cool, that works. Okay,
Again.
give me some story about another Wolverine and maybe Deadpool and something. You know, do something with the
Why
timeline.
did we have a gang of Wolverines?
because it would have cost.
At the end to fight all the damn Deadpools. See, I even gave you a better plot point. You didn't even think.
Yes, but again, it wasn't about Wolverine. It was about Deadpool. It was about Ryan Reynolds.
Then why is Wolverine's name attached at the bottom?
Wolverine's name is attached because we are marks for the Wolverine. We got
Yeah.
we got that out of our system when we saw all the variant Wolverines. If you're a comic book reader, you got to see Hulk versus Wolverine. You got to see Age of Apocalypse Wolverine with no hands. You got to see 007 Wolverine. Like, you got to see all of that. You got to see all of that with Deadpool. You got to see a Wolverine nailed to a cross. Like,
I forgot about that.
You got to see all of that, right? So it's not, and I mean, again, this is internet bullshit. Like the Cavalry, like I mean, this is internet basement bullshit of people wanting to see Henry Cavill as Wolverine. Doctor Strange did the same thing when they put John as Reed Richards before they turned him into spaghetti. They did the same thing. And it's okay to appease the internet bullshit. It's okay to appease that. But the difference is, in Doctor Strange 2, the internet bullshit played a part in the plot of the movie.
Absolutely.
It wasn't just, oh God, Henry, like, no, it wasn't.
And that's a good example, the Reed, because when we came out of that movie, people were like, man, John, what's his name?
We'll just say John K.
John K. would make a great Reed Richards. That was the first thing people were saying. No one's saying that about the Gambit thing. Like, no. And
Right.
no one now. Any chances you had of expectations of that, you just like, oh, the expectations we had of a Channing Tatum Gambit, it just.
Right, and just to double back on that, the reason Gambit was in this movie is because they couldn't get Ben Affleck to come back as Daredevil. Let's keep it a buck. If Ben Affleck decided he wanted to do the Daredevil cameo in this movie, there wouldn't have been a Gambit cameo.
I mean, did anyone really go with an Elektra? It was more like,
Oh, yeah.
No,
Yeah, she was the weakest one to me.
No, listen, like, look, man, I'm about to turn up. Like, look, the problem that I got with this is nobody saw that movie when it came out. Nobody fucking saw that movie, bro. Nobody saw it. So how do we have nostalgia? How the fuck do we get nostalgia for something that
For a
we didn't
movie.
see?
For a movie we caught maybe on cable every
Nigga.
once in a while. on old cable.
Nigga, nobody
that we
Electra.
haven't seen since then.
Nigga, nobody fucking saw Electra, bro. Nobody saw it.
Nope.
How is there nostalgia for something that you didn't fucking see?
Why?
How are you nostalgic for Gambit when there's no fucking Gambit?
I bet you, homeboy turned it down. Cable.
You think Josh Brolin turned it down?
He got like two. He got two strays in the that would just come orange. Did y'all hear the two strays? I can't remember what it was, but I was like, damn, that wasn't funny. Stray. He just took a stray for no reason. Y'all kept like the first, just took a stray. Two strays in this movie, and I'm like, they probably turned it down. Tom Holland. He took a stray. I don't know if you saw the office from the Avengers. They put the Iron Man helmet in front of his face.
Yeah. His picture went.
Yeah. Yeah, nah. He wasn't. He's not coming in here because that's Sony property. That nigga's not gonna be in here.
That's fair.
Yeah,
No,
don't
you're right.
forget.
You're right.
Spider-Man is Sony. It's straight Sony product. They couldn't get that. They weren't allowing that to happen.
Okay, I can see now. Okay. I'm like, damn, Tom Holland took a stray, and Cable definitely took a stray. He took a. I can't remember what the joke was, but I was like, God damn, what did he do to you? Josh Brolin. He took a stray. But yeah, man. I mean, it was fun. It's a fun time. But I was surprised how like a little bit of a letdown it was.
Yeah, it was like a road trip. It was like a road trip that you didn't really want to take. Because as soon as we entered the pocket with the TVA, that's when you're like, oh, okay, this movie's over.
Wow, but dog, all right. So like, this is my thing. If we talking about TVA, there's only one character that I want to see. If we doing anything with the TVA, I want to see the guy in the chair. That's it.
Heartbroken MODOK? The other MODOK?
No, I want to see Loki. That's it.
Yeah, because Loki at the end of season 2 is in the chair.
That's it. If it's anything to do with
he's holding the universe together.
If we doing anything with the TVA, I want to see Loki get on camera and say, "Who the fuck is Wade Wilson?" That's what I want to see.
That would have been funny.
If we breaking the fourth wall, I want to see She-Hulk talk about how little Deadpool's dick is.
Yo.
Pause. By the way,
there's other people that it's just too. Sometimes it's just too much. Like this might be. I don't like Will Ferrell comedies that he's the focus. Like I can't handle it. It's too much for me. But when he balances out Step Brothers with another guy like that kind of counter him, I'm down with it. If it was like She-Hulk and Deadpool, I feel like that would balance out. Like I can't do the dick jokes. Every other joke just it loses. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
okay.
I don't know how to even describe what the problem is.
So all right, cool. Because this is already on track to be the worst movie review we've done since Fast 10. But let's keep going. Let's keep going, right? All right, let's talk about the Wolverine for a second, right? We all missed the Wolverine. True or false?
True.
Until you're 90.
We all missed.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, okay.
No, so like this is what I'm gonna say here. And Movie Bob said this. When he reviewed Logan, he said that Hugh Jackman feels like a real movie star when he's playing Wolverine.
Ooh, that's heavy.
Like that's what Movie Bob said. Like when Hugh Jackman is Wolverine, it feels different. What did they do with the Wolverine in this movie? Other than an allegory to sex in the car.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Give him another emotional backstory ending that we got in the last time we saw him.
Not really.
Buried that same dead body because it's dead.
What did they do with the Wolverine?
Make us sad again.
Right.
But you weren't sad. My bad. Go ahead, Charles.
No, you're not even like they didn't do anything. This was the most shallow, even more than the Wolverine solo movies version of the Wolverine. This is like the most hollow. It was just, it's like cut and paste.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing special. The backstory that he let his whole world down. They didn't go into depth about how.
They did, but it was literally two lines, and that's it.
They said he let his world down, but that what?
He got drunk. He got drunk at the bar while the mutants were dying. Apparently, that was it.
So like, okay, that's
Yeah. They took part of like the Illuminati story or the Mutant Wars and then didn't fucking explain it. So it was we want to leave a plot hole for MCU, but then this isn't even our Wolverine. Wolverine still isn't alive. So,
but guess what, y'all? Old man Logan. But guess what? We get a montage with different versions of Wolverine. Okay.
Yep.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, and like Hugh Jackman is a staple of like superhero portrayals. I'm not gonna blame Hugh Jackman for that, because he wasn't. They made him an offer he couldn't refuse, and he didn't have to. Obviously, he didn't have to put his body through what he did in the past, because that third act was all CGI.
No.
Yeah.
Like, bro, Charles, you couldn't tell, bro.
Yeah.
Once he put the
mask on, that was CGI.
That was CGI.
That didn't, because we never saw a lap sack back there. I'm sorry. I'm not. I know that's like a little nitpick, but
listen,
he had his back turned. I never saw nothing back there at
all.
Listen,
and again, like,
but I guess Deadpool.
I'm not a big enough mark for nostalgia to where I care about him putting a hood on his head, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, bro.
It's too little, too late. Like every part of the too little, too late. Too little, too late. It just felt. I think it was just too long.
Mm-hmm. So again, like, all right, because we're not even reviewing the movie at this point. What did y'all like about the movie?
Blade.
Yep.
Suck it, Fox. Him digging up Wolverine's body at the beginning.
Hated that.
That's it.
I got something to say about that too, right? My brother swore up and down that the scene in the snow was Deadpool going back in time to the opening scene of Age of Ultron, bro. Shout out to my brother, man. Shout outs to Killer Cam, man. He tried, man. Mark, he tried.
All right, but look though. If Ultron comes back, Cuzzo wasn't wrong.
Ultron ain't coming back. But what I'm saying is that what I'm saying is that we got to stop getting false hope over these trailers and assuming that we're gonna get because that sounds like a better idea than everything that happened in the movie.
Yep.
But anyway, what do we like about this movie?
I like the
villain.
Okay, you like the villain?
I did like that.
Yeah, I didn't mind her. I didn't quite understand. Someone explained to me later that she's a molecular telepath.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Jean Grey.
I was like, nigga snatched the skin off. Like, goddamn. But I like the villain. I like the powers of the villain. Her motivation.
Yeah.
Over the time world. I don't know.
No, she wanted to destroy all. That was one of the best things. She wanted to destroy all universes. So her universe was the only one. The only one.
Yeah.
Statistical.
Simple. Just simple.
Yeah.
I don't know how you couldn't. I mean, you're Omega level mutant, and you had this strange thing, and So I guess I don't know why you didn't try before, but whatever.
What? Oh,
I don't know why you didn't try this before, but let's not even. I can't stand shit like that. You're like, you could literally wipe out the world in an instant.
But you
but
don't.
waiting for a machine to help you, I guess. I don't know. I like the villain. The Blade reveal was cool. I liked a lot of stuff up to when they overdid it, if that makes sense. Like, I liked the Blade reveal, but I didn't like him being there the whole freaking movie. I liked Chris Evans reveal. I didn't want him there the whole time. Like, it just felt like a lot of too much. Yeah, I think that's what really, it was Ryan Reynolds' film.
Okay.
They let him do what he wants.
Okay, Maj, what do you like about this movie?
Shit. I mean, it was funny. That's it, man. I got nothing else for you. You feel me? Like, as a third movie, you know what I'm saying? Third movies are usually trash anyway. They're not good at continuity. You usually got to switch something up, change the name, or revamp. Or like in Spider-Man, you make 2 movies and then you make 2 more movies and then everybody gets to be in a cumulative 3rd/6th movie. You know what I mean? Like, it was besides Blade. I did like seeing the villain. Like, that was cool. Like, it was another take on a different X-Men villain. You know what I'm saying? I like that.
I got something for that when it's my turn, but keep cooking.
I did like seeing Ant-Man's body there. You know what I'm saying? Just let y'all know that whole timeline is scrapped. Okay, I'll take that. What else?
there's only one Blade.
What else?
Yeah. There's only one Blade. You feel me? That one right there. You know what I'm saying? That was a good line because it's like, if y'all don't remember, I mean, Marvel started off with that fucking movie, but hey, we're gonna fucking retcon that and make a different Blade now. All right, fucking whatever. I guess we need to bring Morbius in it, even fucking though Morbius sucked. Nobody saw that movie either. That came to Netflix in like 2 months. Just like what was the Spider-Man movie, Madam Web, and y'all did that fucking terrible.
All right, D. Smith, what did you like about this movie?
It was fun. It was fun and the cameos, and then I said all the other stuff, like him undigging up Wolverine, and that was like the perfect way for him to start the movie off, is just by literally digging up the Wolverine we care the most about. And then I like the cameos. I like a few of the jokes. I like to talk about what I didn't like, but we'll get to that later.
All right, cool. So the problem that I have is that for everything, because I like everything that y'all like, right? The problem that I have is that I feel like everything that we like, there's a way that it could have been better. So, for example, Charles, you mentioned the villain, right? So, if we're playing up nostalgia, we're playing up the Fox version of the X-Men, instead of creating a new villain that's pretty obscure, you know who really could have been the villain to this movie? There was a show on FX that ran for 2 seasons called Legion.
Bro, why would you put that in my head?
There's a show. There was a show on FX that was very good. That was like Inception mixed with WandaVision with a little bit of cocaine sprinkled over the top of it. That was very good. Called Legion, with a character that hopped across multiple universes and was Charles Xavier's son.
Okay, amazing.
And was able to do all of the shit that this villain did in this movie. That might have had a little bit of nostalgia, might have got you a little nostalgia pop, but it would have been like, okay, so that means all of these things that happened under that umbrella were really connected because Legion is here. Because we're never gonna see Legion again.
That's fucking good, y'all. Uncle Jack, you ain't gonna check for that. That's good. That is a good.
Like,
Who's Legion's mom?
Huh?
Who's his mom?
I don't know who his mom was. That
Right.
like
Might be wrong.
yeah.
Oh wait, it's that got shot in Cuba. The one smashed in Cuba.
Yeah, when he smashed in Cuba. Like, again, that's what I was thinking. Like, okay, if we doing that, we need somebody that's powerful with a backstory that can really do some shit with connections to all of the things that happen in X-Men. Boom, Legion, right? All right, cool. That's what I was thinking there. Didn't happen, right?
That was gonna happen. Or are you saving?
No, I didn't think it was gonna happen. I'm just saying it would have been better if that happened.
It would be incredible. That'd be like that would make it like one of the best trilogies ever.
Oh, wait.
It would finish Deadpool.
Wait.
And perfect.
But you know why he's not in there?
Why?
He's from the Sacred Timeline.
I don't know. Okay, I don't know how did we?
Is he an anchor being?
How do we know that?
Remember when he went to go join? You know what I'm saying? Go join the Avengers.
Who?
Deadpool.
Okay. Yeah. My bad.
He was sitting there and he's like, "Hey man, aren't you just a chauffeur, bro? You aren't nobody. You know what I'm saying? Where's the big boss? You know, come out here with this one eye patch." Like when he was talking shit, the reason why is because we never got that far in X-Men where Charles had a son or we spoke about his family. They could have brought it in there. I'm with it. They could have brought it in there, but X-Men is not in 616. They're in.
Sure. I got you. It's in, you know what I mean? And Kendrick Lamar said it's 616 in wherever he said it's at. And Drake said it's and Drake said it's 3:30 in Charlotte, dog. I don't give a fuck about these timelines. You know what I mean? Like I don't care about these timelines. Cause now we can't front like the timelines matter when we're talking about nostalgia. Like, you see what I'm saying? All right, but anyway, when it the joke,
yeah, like that, they should give you a check for that. That would have been brilliant.
Yeah, like y'all
would
like y'all enjoyed the jokes, cool. The jokes and all of that were cool. But I mean, okay, we get it. Deadpool wants to fuck everything. He wants to have sex with every living thing. He's a horn dog, and wants to have we get it, bro. We get it. Cool. What else? Where's Colossus? Where's he at? Where's Colossus at? Why doesn't he get to ride off into the sunset? Why doesn't Domino get to come back? Like, why are we forgetting the things that made those first two movies legitimately good movies?
Ooh.
For internet nostalgia.
And budget.
Talk. I didn't even think about it that way. Toss those two people aside that helped get us here for this.
That's a good point. Because now budget, you can't say budget was your reason. They were at the end.
Right. Like, okay, cool. So they did the Patrick Stewart cameo and Doctor Strange. Let's bring back Ian, man. Where's the love for Fassbender? Let's get McAvoy in here.
Oh, man. Maybe McAvoy. No. Homeboy, Magneto ain't coming in this. He takes McAvoy would fuck that shit up.
Yeah, let's get McAvoy up in here. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, there's only gonna be one blade. Cool. I enjoyed that too. Some motherfuckers still want to ice skate uphill. Cool. I get it. Yes, I enjoyed that. Yeah, okay. All right, but y'all didn't even get backstage footage of Blade in the credits joint that y'all did, bro. There wasn't no on the set clips of Blade.
They're trying to keep it a secret, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. But no, like they showed the 20th Century Fox banner with you know what I mean?
They had at some point they had old dude that played Cyclops on set.
So where was that?
That was my whole thing. I'm all like, they had a picture.
Right.
And I know it wasn't no CGI. It was a legit picture.
Yeah, he was in the blue and yellow. He was there. James Marsden was there in the blue and yellow.
And I'm not buying this on Blu-ray, but I gotta find one of y'all. Somebody rip that because I gotta find out what happened. I know that's gonna be on DVD, but I'm not buying it.
What you said, Charles?
I know you're gonna have a site.
Hold on, what you said, bro?
I was saying, where was Cyclops? Am I cutting out again?
No, it's just with Craig. You know what I mean? The audio skips over, so
Yeah, I was saying, where was Cyclops?
they cut the footage. They chopped him.
That's
They
why.
chopped him. They chopped him because we needed more. We needed more Deadpool being a horn dog. We needed more of that. Like, again, the more we shouldn't think about this in terms of a movie and try to make sense out of it. We should just be happy and appreciative that it got here. But like I said before y'all jumped in here, I feel like the first movie was an accomplishment because it got made, but they were aware enough to go past that. They had the self-awareness to make it a great film on top of being the underdog story, right? Because that's really what Deadpool was. If we go meta, if we think outside the box of just films here, like Deadpool being made in the first place is Ryan Reynolds' rise in Hollywood. That's really what this is. So like Charles was saying, this was a celebration of Ryan Reynolds crossing that threshold into making Deadpool upstairs media. I don't got nothing else to say about Deadpool and Wolverine, bro. What else? Y'all got anything else to say about it?
No more of these. No more of these. Cameos from now on. I agree with Charles.
I'm gonna say, Majin, what you got, cuz?
It was all right. Overall, it was a good movie. Like I said, it gets a pass and it gets a watch, but it's not going to be one of those where it's like, you know what I'm saying, I went and watched this. So it's going to be like, all right, yeah, I watched the other Deadpools. It's the culmination. That's pretty much it. If I see Deadpool in any other like Marvel movies, I myself am going to be questioning it, and that's it. Like, I don't expect to see him anymore unless it's a cameo of him popping up. You know what I mean?
Secret Wars. I think he should also be in Thunderbolts, but
Okay, so my bad. My bad. I said I didn't have nothing else to say about it. This is a movie that I don't need to see again. I don't ever need to watch this movie again. I'll go back and watch the first one. I'll go back and watch the second one. I'm glad that I got it out of my system. I'm glad that it happened. The best thing I can say about this movie, what I enjoyed the most about it, is that it happened.
Yep.
Is that it happened. You know what I'm saying? What else? What else we got here? All right, so let's get to the other thing.